All right, so now we're going to start our first project on positive and negative space. So you are going to need the following items: your cheat sheet card, pencil, black marker, scissors, a blue or purple square, a cream colored square, and a piece of paper. All of this stuff should be on my front desk. So the first thing you are going to do, take your pencil, write your name nice and small in one of the bottom corners. And your section number, whatever fifth grade section you are. Then we're going to take the blue or purple card, big square, and get it close to the edge of the paper, but not touching the edge of the paper. And trace it very carefully. Like so. And do the same on the other side, like this. Nice and straight. Like that. And then you're going to put it way down here. Look carefully at where I have this thing. Okay? It's almost even with the bottom of these two squares. There's some space down at the bottom. Trace it again. So that you get this picture. Okay? So now that we've got our project started, I'll give you a little peek of what we're going to be doing. Pretty cool. Okay? It's a nice basic project. So we need to get from this to this. So now what we're going to do, we're going to get our cream colored card, and you're going to draw whatever shape or mix of lines to create a shape you want using the edge of the card as part of the shape. You're going to do that on all four sides. And again, they can be goofy, fun shapes. They may not touch each other. That's very important. Okay, now, once you have drawn your shape, remember we want to keep it simple enough that you can cut it out. All right, so you're going to go ahead and cut these four items out. So click your pause button and take care of that step. Okay, so I've cut out my four shapes from here. These little guys, these four pieces are trash. You can get rid of these later or throw them away now. We need this thing. All right, now you can flip this, you can turn it. I don't care, whichever way you want to look at this thing. All right, and what you're going to do is you are going to place it inside your first square that you traced. Okay, notice how there's a little bit of space all the way around it. I did that on purpose. Okay, I want that thing to be able to fit inside the square. You're going to take your pencil and very, very, very carefully trace the shape. Like that. Okay, then you're going to take it, you're going to put it in here, and you're going to do the exact same thing with it sitting the exact same way. So go ahead and pause and take care of this step. Okay, so as you can see, I've traced both of these shapes. Now I'm going to do something a little bit crazy. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this thing in half like that. Then I'm going to go in here, cut it again, and I'm going to go in here and cut this one again. So that I have 4 pieces from that original shape. What I'm going to do now is going to pick one piece. I don't care which one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You can flip it over, you can turn it, whatever you need to do. You're going to take this piece, you're going to put it so that it is sitting on the square and outside of the square, like this. And you're going to trace it. Voila. And then you can pick one of your other pieces, and without letting them touch each other, do it again. And then you can pick a different one and do it again. Hopefully you're starting to get the pattern. All right, so we're going to continue to pick our 4 different shapes that we've created. And every time you trace one of these, it cannot touch another one, and it must sit on the square and outside the square. Okay, now in this case, this one kind of covers up the whole corner. But again, it's in the square and outside of the square. And you're just going to work your way around. Now, I know there's not a lot of space at the bottom of the paper, so you're going to have to manipulate your shapes so that they sit without going off the edge. Sorry, there you go. They can't go off the edge of the paper here. So you got to move them up a bit. And as you work your way around, again, can't touch, must sit on the square and outside the square. So go ahead and pause the video up and work your way all the way around it, just like I'm doing now. All right, kids, so there you have it. The bones of our project have been created. Okay, now, I'm not going to sit here and do the whole thing in front of you. I'm going to put the one that I already finished down on top. Okay, so what you're going to do here is in this square, you're going to fill in the positive space. Remember what the positive space is. Okay, it's what you added to the paper. And in this case, we're going to pretend that the square is our paper. All right. Then, this side, you're going to fill in the negative space. And when you get to here, I want you to remember that the notan type of work. And I want you to fill in the negative space of the square and then the positive space outside of the square. Ha! All right, so you're leaving the shape white inside because it's positive and filling in the negative space. Then when you get outside, you're filling in the positive space out here. Neatness counts. Take your time. You can see that this one, which was done by an 8th grader to help me out, it's nice and clean. There's no scribble marks anywhere. I was very careful to fill it in evenly. Okay, that will count a lot towards your grade on this. So you get yourself your black marker and get this step done. When you are finished, double check that you wrote your name on it and turn it in.